What's going on, my good people in YouTube land? It's Nightmare Baller 1 here with an official review of Death Before Dishonor 8. I know this pay-per-view happened 2 months ago. You know, everybody went nuts the night it came on. You know, you saw them reviews where people just came on here like you should have ordered it. That was crazy. You know, I don't see too many official reviews. I wanted to wait till the DVD came out. Ordered it, took everything all in, you know, everything it was, which, but I get into the review. It came bundled with Buffalo Stampede 2. I haven't even watched this shit yet. I see a couple reviews up, people giving it pretty low scores. I don't think I will watch it. And yeah, but this pay-per-view is incredible, honestly. Like, I probably will end up watching Buffalo Stampede 2 sometime along the way, but this is amazing. Like, you know, like, this and Enter the Dragon to me are like probably the 2 pound for pound best pay-per-views of all time. This one is probably better because of the angles on it, along with the action. Because Enter the Dragon had no angles at all. It just had great action. You know, and it was only 2 hours long. This was 4, well, 3.5. But my God, let me just get started. First match of the night. Well, first it was supposed to be Up in Smoke versus the All Night Express, but El Generico came out, and then Steve Corino came out, and Kevin Steen came out, and our opener was Kevin Steen and El Generico. And this was great. Like, this is the best opener all year. This was all sorts of action. El Generico kicking out of the package pile driver, I thought was just crazy. Because honestly, when it happened, I didn't expect it. I thought that was just a match. You know, it was crazy. I liked the finish. Everything about this was pretty much, yeah. I mean, 4 stars. A great match, honestly. Well, you know what? 4 1/4. A very great match. You know what I mean? Like, this was, and that was the opener. That was the goddamn opener. Alright, then next we had the All Night Express versus Up in Smoke. It was a fun match. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't call it, you know, anything great, but it was fun. I mean, Cheech and Claudia's always a joy to see them. Fun match, you know, 3 stars. Nothing all that special. Austin Aries versus Delirious. Probably definitely the weakest match on the show. It was just kind of boring, I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, you know, I guess I go 2 3/4. It was almost good, but it was some boring parts to it. You know what I mean? Didn't drag down the show like at all. You know what I mean? Because that opener held my attention. Trust me. Like, when the pay-per-view came out, like before the show went to intermission, you know, he had a great opener. He had 3 good matches to follow it. You know what I mean? And then when the pay-per-view came out, Jim Cornette was like, that was just the first half. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet, boy. That motherfucker was not lying. But I'll get to that in a second. I know I'm late. Like I said, I'm late. But I did not want to do this right after the pay-per-view ended. Because, you know, first off, I didn't see it the night it came on. You know what I mean? I was busy. And I was, you know, with a bunch of little kids. And we went to go see Toy Story 3 the night this came on. But yeah, and I actually had a lot of fun too. Like, it wasn't, you know, I honestly didn't regret doing that. You know what I mean? I actually had a lot of fun. But anyway, you know, and then I watched it, like, I think that Monday afterwards. And, you know, I was just like everybody else after it ended. But, you know, I just didn't want to review it because I don't think I would have done a good review. I've watched the show like 4 times now, you know. Well, the entire show like 4 times now. There's a certain match on here I've seen like 8. You know what I mean? But I'll get to that. Where did I leave off? I just got off on something. Oh yeah, the 2nd annual Toronto Gauntlet. Eddie Edwards, Roderick Strong, Tyson Dukes, Shawn Daivari, Steve Corino, and I think Colt Cabana was in the match too. Was it Colt Cabana? Yeah, Colt Cabana. Yeah. Because it came down. This match was alright. You know, it was good. I give it 3 stars. Also another good match. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's, you know, very cool. A fun little match. Then the second half of the show starts. Christopher Daniels versus Kenny Omega. My God, this was better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just going to be a very good match. This was great. 4.25 stars also. This was amazing, honestly. This was, more than I thought it was going to be. Like, El Generico and Kevin Steen was pretty much what I thought it was going to be. This was more than I thought it was going to be. You know what I mean? This over-delivered. 4.25 stars, definitely. Then we had my favorite match on the show. The main event, of course, is the best match on the show. The best match of the year. One of the top 5 matches in ROH history, I think. I wouldn't call it the best match in ROH history. I think some people are going a little ridiculous with that. But, the Dragon Gate 6-man from Supercard of Honor did happen in this company. Joe Punk 2 did happen in this company. You know what I mean? Like, it's definitely one of them, though. It's definitely up there. But I'll get to that in a second. The Briscoes versus Kings of Wrestling. No DQ. Now, the whole night, they made it seem like the Briscoes might not make it because of, Border Patrol and all sorts of shit like that. And then they ended up coming out the crowd and, streamers showered them as they attacked the Kings of Wrestling. And this match had like spurts. It had spurts where it was crazy, and then it was like a traditional tag match, and then it ended in chaos again. You know what I mean? It was like 18 minutes long, but like this is like one of my favorite tag matches ever. It's such beautiful chaos. Like this match is so crazy. Like, everybody bled. You know what I mean? The finish I thought was very innovative and a believable finish, definitely. The double team tackle through the table, and they missed the table. It made it look even sicker. This match is ridiculous. Like, the first time I saw this, I'll be honest, I marked out harder for this than I did the main event. That's just being real. Like, maybe just because I've been a long time mark of the Team Kings of Wrestling and the Briscoes. Like I said, of like the last millennium, you know what I mean, in America, to me, these were the 2 best tag teams. That's just my opinion. Oh, not last millennium, the last decade. That's just my opinion. Because Kings of Wrestling 06 and, late 05, 06 were amazing everywhere. The Briscoes, we all know about the Briscoes, you know what I mean? Like, I won't say the 2 best, but 2 of the best, you know what I mean? Because I just forgot about Aries and Strong and a few other teams, but I used to love the Kings of Wrestling. And then when they got back together, I was probably more hyped than anybody else on here. I can guarantee you that. But, this is, man. I was going the Big Bang match, to me, it was a great match, you know what I mean? But this is unlike any other, like, tag team match I've ever seen, I'll be honest. Like, everybody's going to think I'm overrating it, but I could give a shit. 4.75 stars, yo. Like, my only problem with it is that it was kind of short. And that's it. That's the only problem I had with this match. Like, so much craziness. Like, if I spend more time talking about this match than I do the main event, this is how much I loved it. Like, I love this match. I love that match. But, the main event, Tyler Black, Davey Richards. I'm not going to say much about this. Y'all know, 5-star plus. One of the best matches in ROH history. I don't want to give away too many of the spots. Well, I ain't going to give away none of the spots, honestly. But just know that I know some people, there's a short few people, ain't really like the ending of this match. They thought it was, kind of anticlimactic after everything we saw. But it was a variation of a move that is already deadly in itself, and it's a variation that can believably put somebody away. You know what I mean? If let's just put it like this. If you've seen Jun Akiyama wrestle before, and you see the end of this match, it does make a whole lot of sense. You know what I mean? Like, people actually criticize this match because of that. I've seen it, believe it or not. But, like, 5-star plus, like, I thought this topped Shawn and Taker, and that's pretty hard to do. You know what I mean? That's, I thought nothing would top that match all year. Like, when they announced this match, I was like, okay, it's going to be amazing, but it's going to take a lot to top Shawn and Taker. You know what I mean? And they did it. Without a doubt, they did it. Hands down. But all in all, this is one of the best pay-per-views. Well, I mean, one of the best shows in ROH history. I think like if this is Supercard of Honor 3, take your pick. But like when it comes to pay-per-views, man, like I'm hard pressed to find one better than this, honestly. Like, and I've seen a lot. You know, I've seen, you know, Man Up when it came out. Into the Dragon. What's some other ones? WrestleMania 17. A lot of other stuff. You know what I mean? And when it comes to just pure wrestling, I really can't think of one better than this, honestly. Like, you got a 5-star match. In my opinion, a 4 3/4 star match. But most people gave it anywhere from 4 1/4 to where I've given. Like, my rate for this match is the highest rate I've seen for this match, all on YouTube. So, you know what I mean? Look, so that should tell you, it's been it. Well, most people, it's been anywhere from 4 1/4 to 4 3/4. What I gave it. You know what I mean? You got a 4-star plus match, which most people are giving it. You got, you know, 3 okay to good, you know. Delirious and Austin Aries, some people thought it was good. I didn't, but you know, some people, you know what I mean? You got 3 arguably 3-star matches and another 4-star match. Like, and every match on the card made sense, and the order of the card also made sense. Like, this was essentially a perfect pay-per-view. You know what I mean? So, some people may get mad at me for doing this, but I'm going to do it. I give this show a 10, and I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.